Shalom, family. I'm finally here. All right. We're going to talk about Ilhan Omar. She did a town hall out there in Minneapolis, and there was a white man that was sitting right in front of her. And you'll see it on the video. He was sitting in front of her. And I think she was talking about Christy Nome and why she should be impeached. He rises up, goes towards her, and he has something in his hand, and you could see this liquid coming out. It looked like a syringe, and you'll see. It looked like he had a syringe with some kind of fluid in it. And he pushed the fluid out, and you could see it flying across and hitting her, and she had a sweater on. And she went after him, but there were other people, I guess, security kind of moved her back, and they dove on top of this guy and everything. And one of the people kept telling her, you need to get checked, you need to get checked. And I agree with that woman. They said whatever he discharged from that syringe, it had a horrible, horrible odor. They said the odor was horrible. And we know historically these people use germ warfare, and they do all, you don't know. It could have been a syringe with hepatitis, some type of venereal disease. You don't know. But she went on with the town hall. I would not have. I would have ended that stuff to find out what the hell he discharged onto her shirt. But she wanted to go on with it, and she did. And they said the odor was awful. So you don't know what that was. That could have been Neanderthal pee. We don't know. We don't know what that mess was, but you can best believe it was something, I think, that would have impacted her health. That's what I think it was. And these people are rotten like that. Thank you, Thaddeus Peterson, for your super sticker. And we know these people, they got a long history of using disease and germ and all kinds of crazy things. Um, Years ago, and I think this might have been back in the 90s, there was a couple going through a divorce, and their divorce was pretty volatile. They were going at each other. Do you know her husband that she was about to divorce, this woman? He brought a needle with AIDS, and he pinned her down and injected her with this needle with AIDS. I mean, I said, "Wow, you hated your wife that much?" Apparently he did. And that must have been like back in the 90s. So yeah, these folks got that reputation for doing that. Now, I don't know if she got herself checked out or not. There's no follow-up story. But you will see on the video. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. And you'll see him when he gets up. He's kind of a chubby white guy and not attractive at all, kind of grizzly looking. But you'll see he's right in front of her. He got like dark hair, and he's right in front of her. And you'll see as she's speaking, he'll just rise. All right, let's get started. Thank you for the ones.
And DHS Secretary Christy Nome must resign or face. I don't know. God, he's crazy.
against each other. In the hole. Make the hole.
We were just inside of a town hall by Representative Ilhan Omar here in Minneapolis, and a man sprayed something towards her. He was taken out by security, shocking the crowd that is here to listen to Ilhan Omar, who is talking about the ICE crackdown. I just want to let you know that is what we have just seen. He was taken down by her security, and Ilhan Omar decided that.
Don't you find it weird that her security didn't catch that quicker? You have security right there, and she's a congresswoman and a millionaire. You would think she would have a better security detail. When he rose up, they should have blocked him at that point. He should not have been able to go beyond rising up from that seat. But you saw he had an opportunity to squirt her with something, and you could see it did hit her. It did hit the front of her sweater. All right, let's go on.
She was going to continue, even though her security detail said not to. They were concerned about her safety. She went forward, and the crowd stayed to listen to what she had to say about the ICE crackdown here in her community. A very, very tense and frankly scary moment for those here and for the representative.
I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
No. You need to go get checked.
We will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
You need to go get checked. You don't know That's whatever it is smells so bad. She needs to go get checked. I don't know
That's
what
what
was.
they want. Please don't let them have it.
It's not about him, Ilhan. It's not about him. It's about your safety. No, he sprayed something on you. You need to go get checked. Yeah, and it smells terrible.
We're going to keep talking. Just give me 10 minutes. Just give me 10 minutes. I beg you. Please don't let them have the show. Please don't let them have the show. Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us. Everybody settle down. I'm going to finish my remarks. It is important for me to continue to lead my Democratic colleagues in demanding her resignation. And like I said, if she does not resign, we are going to introduce articles of impeachment. This moment in U.S. history, and particularly in Minnesota, requires all of us to be working together to preserve our democracy. When we say we are going to put our lives on the line for what is our rights, we mean that. Last week, my Republican colleagues put forth a homeless.
We have some extremely serious news right now. CBS News has just reported that Ilhan Omar was charged at and someone sprayed her with a substance at a town hall she's been hosting in Minnesota. This is significant and is a direct result of the rhetoric coming from the White House and from the President of the United States. He has been attacking Ilhan Omar, telling her to go back to Somalia, where the country where she was from, saying that the Department of Justice, Congress, they're all investigating her. And well, now you see the impacts. Tonight, she was sprayed with an unknown substance at a town hall she was hosting. Now, thankfully, she's okay. She declined to leave the event early, declined to go get checked out. She is fine. But rhetoric, I mean, this is what it leads to. She was just charged at a town hall that she was hosting. This is very serious stuff, folks. It's not something to joke around about. Rhetoric does lead to action, clearly. And thankfully, Congresswoman Omar is okay. I'll provide you more updates as we get more information. Spread the word and follow along to stay up to date on all the news you need to know about.
And as I said, I've survived war. And I'm definitely going to survive intimidation and whatever these people think they can throw at me, because I'm built that way.
Miss Omar got attacked by a spray bot.
Face impeachment.
He literally walked up and peed on her. Oh, wait, she ain't having that. You see her lift that fist all gangster lean like. How dare you interrupt me while I try to impeach Trump?
I don't know.
These news reporters are something else, okay?
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
Ooh, I can't stand these black bitches. Yeah, he did spray something. I'm kind of curious of what it was too. You know what I'm saying? What he having that little bottle of his? She's like, I'm okay. I got to get back to impeaching Trump before they find out about all of our fraud.
No. We will continue this.
I will continue to try to impeach Trump at a later date. This motherfucker ain't getting away with this. Can't piss on me and get away with this shit. Wow, this dude locked up, and these crazy ass agitators still out there with fireworks, rocks, cars, and Don Lemon still out here going live on motherfucking Instagram. Come on, man, help!
Okay, so Minnesota politician Ilhan Omar was giving a speech advocating for the impeachment of Kristi Noem when someone sprayed her in the face with an unknown substance. Omar seemed okay and tried to continue with the town hall meeting, but her team urged her to get medical attention.
Is taken out by security. Shocking that the crowd that is here to listen to Ilhan Omar was talking about the ICE crackdown. I just want to let you know that is what we have just seen. He was taken down by her security, and Ilhan Omar decided that she was going to continue, even though her security detail said not to. They were concerned about her safety. She went forward, and the crowd stayed to listen to what she had to say about the ICE crackdown here in her community. A very, very tense and frankly scary moment for those here and for the representative.
So after weeks of frumping up attacking Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar on and offline, a deranged maniac showed up at her town hall tonight and sprayed her with a foreign substance. Now, he was tackled and taken to the ground, but to me, it took too long for him to be tackled. And quite frankly, Ilhan could have lost her life. Y'all, let's talk about it.
I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
No. You need to go get checked. No.
We will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it.
So according to videos that have been circulating on social media, the deranged maniac sat there for a little while before he got up and sprayed that substance on Representative Omar. Screen grabs of the incident shows that the substance was in a syringe and it was orange. Now, I don't know if Representative Omar has any safeguards in place before you go to her town halls, like you have to be patted down or you have to go through a metal detector. But in any event, it would have been very hard to detect that syringe as something that would have been threatening. But in my opinion, it took way too long for her security to jump in there. If he had have had a weapon, Representative Omar, she would have been deceased. I got to keep it a stack because he was able to get that substance on her. It would have took just as long for him to spray that as it would have took for him to shoot off a round. That is very, very scary. Now, Representative Omar did issue this statement saying that the person is now in custody and that she's okay and she will continue to have her town halls. She does not let bullies win. Now, we all know Frumpy Dump is not a fan of Representative Omar. He's attacked her a lot over the years, but those attacks have ramped up in the last few weeks. He's been posting about her nonstop, talking about her. He even talked about her today at a rally that he held. I believe it was in Iowa or something.
Some great people come in. They have to show that they can love our country. They have to be proud. Not like Ilhan Omar. Did you see that wise guy? You know, she's always talking about the Constitution, provides me with the following.
I'm glad that Representative Omar is okay. I'm wondering what this guy is going to be charged with locally and if the feds are going to pick this up. I highly doubt it since Frumpy Dump isn't a fan of Representative Omar. But what this dude did was definitely a federal crime. We'll see if the Frumpy Dump administration takes it seriously. I highly doubt it. You all put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mo for the Black Accurate News.
Representative Omar, are you okay?
You know, I'm gonna go figure if I am, but I feel okay. I feel that it is important for people, whether they are in elected office or not, to allow these people to intimidate us, to make us not fight for our constituents and for the country we love. And as I said, you know, I've survived war, and I'm definitely going to survive intimidation and whatever these people think they can throw at me, because I'm built that way.
Got some breaking news here in Minneapolis. Just moments ago, a man rushed Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar while she was speaking at a town hall event. The incident captured on video. You see, he approached the Congresswoman, sprayed or squirts an unknown substance toward her. CNN Sarah Seidner is on the scene. Sarah, what more do we know?
Yeah, I was in the room when this happened. All of a sudden at her town hall, which she has once a month here at the Urban League in North Minneapolis, a man jumped up. He was sitting near the front row and sprayed something towards her. Everyone could smell it. It was very strong in the room. It smelled a bit like vinegar. You see the reaction from Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. She almost went as if she was going to confront him, but then her security detail jumped on him and took him out of the room. I was able to catch up with her in an exclusive interview just as she was leaving to ask her if she was okay, as her staff was very shaken watching all of this. And she says, I'm okay. She says, listen, I've been through war and I'm built like that. And there is no one that is going to intimidate me. And so she is going to continue. And she continued her town hall even after whatever that was sprayed towards her, directly at her, as the man sort of leaped forward towards her. But that is the situation here in North Minneapolis. And she was here, of course, talking about what ICE has been doing here and much of what we have been reporting throughout, Anderson.
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment.
Resigning.
I don't know.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing. No, we will continue.
No. You need to go get checked. No,
we will continue. These fucking assholes are not going to get away with it. Here is the reality that people like this ugly man don't understand. We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw.
All right, y'all. So this was her town hall, and I don't know. All right. Antithesis, thank you so much for the super chat. She got hit with that tether be gone spray. Ooh, you oh man. Thank you for your support for my channel. Wow. And Thaddeus Peterson, again, thank you so much for your super sticker and support for my channel. Man. Well, y'all, she definitely will never be the last politician attacked. And they said it was orange in color and it had a weird, I don't know, did he steal Donald Trump's spray on orange tan spray on? You know, he sprayed that tan on himself and he looks orange. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, well, you know, you can always get rid of your sweater. You know, it could have been far worse because he was directly in front of her. You know, when you really look at the angle, he was directly in front of her and he just rose up and just, and you could see he had a bottle of something, you know, because there was one shot where they got a good shot of him when he was sitting there. And you could see he was holding something in a bottle in his hands when he was in front of her. Mm-mm-mm. Stay positive for me too. Hold on. Dear Lisa, you remain in my prayers also. Thank you. And thank you so much for your support. Yes, prayers are definitely important. Definitely. Thank you. Yeah, well, wow. So, you know, I don't agree with her and I really don't care for her that much because remember, she was the one that openly opposed reparations. But I still, you know, let her go back to Somalia. I don't want to see anybody get hurt or killed. She can catch the next flight back to Somalia. Yeah, yeah. I think, you know, especially that guard that was in front of her, I think he was trying to talk her into just shutting down the whole thing, you know? And you know, I think good guards would have got her completely out of the room. That's my opinion. I think they should have gotten her completely out of the room. You know, I was watching it was a YouTube short last night. Patti LaBelle was doing a concert and somebody called in a bomb scare. And at the time, she was interacting with the audience, and the security just came, grabbed her. Patty was like, wait a minute. And they just grabbed her and took Patty right off the stage. They shut that concert down. Apparently, somebody had called in a bomb threat, and they got Patty the hell up on out of there. They did. So, but I'm glad she was okay and nothing happened. It was no more than just a bomb threat. But you could see that security worked fast. And I noticed another thing, her security was all brothers, y'all. It was all brothers. And they grabbed Patty and got her off of that stage real fast. Yeah, it was a YouTube short. I'm sure you can find it out there. But yeah, I think somebody in the audience gave her a gift and she was talking and they just came out and just swept Patty right off of that stage. And all you saw were a bunch of brothers. Where I said, see that I said, that's why. She had brothers in charge. They grabbed her. They didn't care what Patty's objections were. They got her off of that stage. So y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. I have 2 more lives coming up. I have y'all going to get a good kick out of this. The Latinos are trying to say, it's mainly the Mexicans. They're trying to say that we were not the only ones suffering during Jim Crow. They suffered too. They had Juan Crow. I was like, get the hell out of here. Ain't nobody heard about no Juan Crow, right? So that's what they're trying to claim, you know. So they're trying to steal our misery, y'all. They're trying to steal our history and our misery and trying to say they've been through a lot too. No, that's BS. You could have took your ass home. You had a country to go home to. So if you sat through Juan Crow, you are really truly an idiot when you could have went right back across the fence and didn't have to deal with no racism anymore. But yeah, that's what they're calling it, Juan Crow. So we'll talk about that at 3:45. So I will see you all then. Everybody have a wonderful afternoon. Shalom, family.